the energy. These guys are ready to go. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. Bain finds Adams. Bain drives in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Out to Morris. Back to Jackson. Shoots the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now Zubats following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Morant with the steal. Outside, Bain. Brooks with it. George picks him up, and a wide open look for Bain. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Okay, David, thanks.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Now, here is George. Leonard the pass to George. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Jackson against Morant. Here's Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Off target from outside. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
And so Jackson nails both of them. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shot to stop the run. Outside for Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Brooks outside. Back to Bain. There's the 3. Drills it from outside. Bain's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Leonard. Outside for George. And the layup's good off the glass.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Brooks against Leonard. Bain drives in. Morant passes to Brooks. 5 on the clock. For the 3. Kept alive. Outside for Jackson. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA. The broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Brooks dishes to Morant. Bain kicks to Jackson. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now, here is George. Over Bain. Nails the baby hook.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Outside Jackson. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Grizzlies. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies. Clippers trail by 10. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. He can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson finds Bain to the middle, stolen by Zubac. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Leonard the pass to Jackson. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Jackson's got 6 points. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside for George. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 7.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Adams down low. Jackson on him. Back to Brooks. Jackson looking around. Stolen by Zubac. George with no one around. Misses the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Payton for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Jackson dishes to Morris. Outside for Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Bain against George. Pass to Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Leonard, no luck.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team. The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Jackson kicks to George. There's the drive. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Payton for 3. It's not going to go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Morant with the steal. Brooks, left side. Leonard with the steal. The 3 from George. Here's Morris, outside for Jackson. The 3 from George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Bain finds Morant. Launches it. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 8. From downtown. Outside for Jackson. From deep. Los Angeles with another miss. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Brooks. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Clippers shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing. Just 27%. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morris. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. Zubac in the post. And the dunk by Zubac.
A big man with a big finish.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games so far. Grizzlies, thanks for the great interview, David.
The Clippers 20, the Grizzlies 24.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Desmond Bain really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Green, and it's Aldama. And at the force line, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Aldama's got his first points in this one. All with it. Going inside. The pass to Powell. The kick out to Wall. No good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Pass to Concha. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Green. Out to the right wing. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Conchar, good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Powell finds Wall. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A three-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
Green, no luck. Clippers trail by 9. It's Covington on the wing. Lets it go from deep. A shot off that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Kicks it to Jones. Pass to Green. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for Memphis.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
This is a demand. It's off the run. Conchar pulls it in. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. The pass to Tillman. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got 5 points now this quarter.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
To the left side wing. Covington wide open. He fires. And the Clippers miss again.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Sinks the triple. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Here's Jones. Off the left rim and out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Wall wide open from outside off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Over to the left wing. Takes the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Powell, the pass to Wall. Batum, a screen on Jones. Wall finds Batum. Now here's Jones, covered by Wall. There's Green with the 3. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Wall. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jones for 3. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 18. Covington kicks to Wall. Powell with the steal. There's the 3. Here's Batum. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
We've always talked about Batum's instincts. You see it right there on the offensive glass.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. That shot off. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits. It may be difficult. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass. Flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Outside, Wall. From outside the arc. Wall missing again.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Jones, the pass to Aldama. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Concha. Powell with the steal. Lobbed up there for Powell. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Pass to Aldama. Batum with the steal. Outside, Covington. It's Powell on the wing for the 3. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
Conchar, the pass to Green. On the wing, Green. Passes it to Conchar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Wall outside. Good on the triple. Wall's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Wall's been a solid pull-up shooter since day one. He stays in rhythm and keeps his form.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Ball against Jones. To the inside, Tillman, and he brings it home with one hand.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Ball against Jones. Covington kicks to Powell. Fires the three. And another three for the Clippers.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And there's the pass to Concho. On the wing, Green. Back to Jones. Out left to the wing. Here's Aldama. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Jacks up a three. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the floor.
And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They led by as many as 18 points. Brooks outside. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Outside, Bain. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected.
And on defense, Batum uses that wingspan well, creates solid coverage.
Covington passes to Man. And Batum kicks to Powell. Out to the right wing. Shoots from the corner. Misses off the right ankle. Memphis leading by 10. Here's Brooks. A beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Morant against Wall. Covington passes to Man. Stolen by Jackson.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Grizzlies.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Desmond Bain.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Wall, no luck. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins, they're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Wall's shot is good.
A strong decision maker with good floor awareness. Wall concluded that the catch and shoot was the right move.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time.
Plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at point guard. And for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. George, no good. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Now Jackson. Morris outside. Back to Jackson. George outside. Pass to Morris. It's George on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson outside. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Russell against Jackson. 19-footer. The shot by Towns, no good.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Leonard passes to George. Out to Leonard. Back to George. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. George for three. Rebound by the Timberwolves. Russell with the ball. This one for three. Second chance shot. Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. Here's Edwards. Out to the wing. Ooh, Morris with a steal. McDaniels against Leonard. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And that ties it up.
What strength from the seasoned veteran. Leonard loves going at defenders and scoring on them. Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Now here's Morris. Pass to Zubats. That's tipped. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Morris. Shot from 12. They grab their own miss.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
George against Edwards. Morris on the wing. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Minnesota on D. Here's Leonard. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times. And he's a block machine.
Now here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Count that bucket.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Outside McDaniels. George with a steal. And they're running. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires it. And that one's long.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Pulls up on the wing. Gobert finds Towns. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. George against Edwards. Off with the layup.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
George passes to Jackson. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And George with some nice D. Now here's Jackson with 1 on the clock. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Clippers on top, up 3. We'll get right back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drive. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Russell to pass to Towns. Fires for 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Leonard passes to Jackson. 4-3. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Zubac. Morris outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Zubac. It's blocked by Gobert.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team.
Here's Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Towns. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, BA. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. Jackson against Russell. Here's Morris.
One of the most impactful defenders in the game, Gobert's long arms put fear in the hearts of shooters.
Edwards can't hit. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in. Even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Stolen by Russell. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Towns. That one's good. This game is all even. Towns has got 8 points.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
The kick out to Morris. Leonard, left side, fires the 3. The Clippers rebound. Another shot. And Zubac with the lay-in. Zubac has got his second basket.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Edwards against George. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind, but in reality, it didn't work.
Here's Zubac. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. It's stolen by Leonard. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morris with it, and it's Gobert picking him up for 3. George hits the trifecta. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
The D has to know where PG is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
No good on that one. So both teams making some changes here. And the second free throw is good. Here's Powell. Pass to man. Let's go with a 3. And they recover it. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Clippers on top. Thanks very much, Allie. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Edwards can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Batum. Lays it up and banks it in. Batum's got his first basket.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Here's McLaughlin. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Anderson. Soft touch off the glass.
On the drive, Anderson won't blow by you, but he'll find a way to get his shot.
Pass to Covington. Out to Powell. Takes the 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Powell's got himself on the board with a 3 there. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Spins. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up on Robert Covington.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And both free throws good for Edwards. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Spydi.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
5 on the clock. Here's man. Out to Covington. Pass to Powell. Outside Wall. On the wing man. The 3 is up. Batum. Nice persistence to tip it back in. Batum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If you don't box out Nicholas Batum, you're going to pay. With his length and how well he uses it, it's a bucket.
Here's McLaughlin. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now Wall. Pass to man. It's Powell on the wing. Launches a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards got 4 rebounds now. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Covington. Here's Prince. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. A slam dunk by Reed.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Powell finds Wall. Back to Powell. Now here's Batum from downtown. Anderson pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside, Anderson. Shoots over Powell. Anderson can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Batum's shot is off.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Outside Edwards. With the teardrop. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. 32 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Russell from outside knocks down the triple. Russell's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Leonard up top. Pulls it from 20. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Jackson's got 5 now.
Nice play. Usually Reggie prefers to initiate, but this time gets it done off the catch. You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. And time to step away quickly, but... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And for the Clippers, they're shooting at 45% of the game so far. Leonard passes to George. Back to Leonard. George outside. Back to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Gobert with a block. Jackson against Edwards. Outside Russell to take the lead. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's foul number 2 for him.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Jackson. For 3, George. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. Russell up top. Defended by Jackson. Towns against Morris. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Towns can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Edwards against George. On the attack, Morris. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Towns for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Zubac with a screen on Edwards. And George launches it from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Jackson. He can't get it to go. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. Tries to break his ice. Oh, George with a steal. Zubac passes to Jackson. Back to Zubac. The kick out to Morris. 4 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Knocks it down from distance. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Nice recognition from Paul George there. Understanding the shot clock situation and cashing in.
Here's Edwards. Down low. Oh, George with a steal. And Jackson, here we go. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
McDaniels passes to Towns. McDaniels a screen on Morris. Back to Daniels. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Pass to Morris. Now Leonard. Now George. Guarded by Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's an 8-point ball game. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Edwards. Into the lane. And he banks in the layup.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Jackson pass to George. And George with the jam.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Outside Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Over Leonard. They get it again. Gobert. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket.
Stepping up big. Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
Jackson, pass to Morris. Here's George. Back to Morris. George against Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Russell with the ball. So the Clippers win it. A competitive game. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Now here's Jackson. Here's Morant.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area.
Adams, the pass to Morant. And at last, they get one to fall.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Bain against Edwards. Outside, Towns. The three. Brooks grabs the board. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Morant finds Bain. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the Grizzlies get it back. Adams' shot is off. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. From 18 feet away. McDaniels in the post. Guarded by Bain. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Jackson from long range. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Edwards. He takes it in. No good that time. And Memphis the other way now. Brooks dishes to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Back to Jackson. Lets the three fly. Bain. It's rebounded by Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, yeah. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic. Big Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Morant against Russell. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Jackson has the open look. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Up top, Russell, guarded by Morant, and Russell gets it to go.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Memphis trailing here. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Morant. Throws up from the top of the key, and that one hits back iron.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Edwards. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson passes to Brooks. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Russell finds Edwards. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. To the right side. Here's Towns. Brooks grabs the board. Memphis has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. And pull from outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks. And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get in. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the...
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's Morant. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Towns against Jackson. It's tipped. Morant with the steal. Outside, Bain. Here's Jackson. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Brooks the best to Adams. Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. Minnesota with the rebound.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Here's Edwards. Jackson against Towns. Deep two from Russell. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Russell's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota. Russell against Morant. Kicks it to Brooks. Adams dishes to Morant. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
And blocked by Payne. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
And so he makes both from the line. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Edwards. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Morant's against Russell. Yep, that one goes. Morant's got 12 points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Towns for 3. That shot off the mark. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. The pass to Brooks to the paint. And there's Jackson on the assist by Brooks. Jackson's got it all tied up now for Memphis. 1:53 left to play in the first half. Russell kicks to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. One's on Morant.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And he's good on the second. 1:41 left here in the second. Morant's against Russell. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Outside Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. At the line, Minnesota. Edwards passes to Russell. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Foul. Out of frustration. Russell, as he often does, dictating the tempo.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And I like the fact also that they're the ones that have forced the action. They've created a lot of offense by just attacking the rim.
And it's Morant missing.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Towns wide open. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Morant. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Morant missing. Passes it to Towns. Launches a 3. It's good from long range. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Outside, Russell. That one wide left.
You almost have to assume.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time.
The Grizzlies, 22. The Timberwolves, 23.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Anderson is out there with Prince. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in a two-guard. Here's McLaughlin. Defended by Jones. Tillman knocks it loose. Here's Aldama. Kicks it out to Jones. Anderson with the block. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed. Off target at the rim. Outside, Green. Offensive rebound. Aldama laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Aldama's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Grizzlies. Here's McLaughlin. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. And that one goes long. Memphis leading. Into the lane. They kick it out to Green. There's the pass to Concha. Memphis moving it around. Green, the pass to Tillman. And it's in there. Tillman's got his first basket.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Passes to Noel. Green with the rebound.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Timberwolves trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A nice shot by Anderson.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Pass to Prince. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Aldama. Back to Green. Now the pass to Concha. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. It's good.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. That shot off. Memphis leading by 5. Right side Jones. Here's Aldama. He's covered by Anderson. Conchar, the pass to Aldama. Here's Tillman. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here's Anderson for 3. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Reed misses. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Aldama. Count that one. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And so he hits both. And the Grizzlies leading by 7.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Noel, and he drops it in from the low post.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Jones for 3, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. The third quarter comes to a close. Memphis out in front, up by 5. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up. Hasty room service dime right there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Green, and it's Tillman in its center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
You know, with his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Kick out to Adams. Jackson passes to Brooks. Back to Jackson. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. Towns, he's open, and good, he nails it.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Jones up top, he's guarded by Russell. Towns with the steal. Russell finds McDaniel. Outside, Towns. And here is Payne. Feeds to Adams. Jones, the pass to Adams. Memphis moving it around. Lock at 6. From past the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. A baseline J. Edwards can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Outside Jackson. The feed to Adams. Over Towns. And the rejection by Towns. To the wing on the left. Russell with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. He plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Thanks, David. Edwards against Payne. Right side, Edwards. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Morant, right side. And a wide open look for Payne. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Here's Edwards. And he makes that one.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Morant gets the Bain. And the three off target.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And as Towns missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Bain finds Morant. From deep. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Pass to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Bain drives in. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. He kicks to Jackson. Morant reaches to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Bain for 3. It up court. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Got a piece of it. And now Minnesota on the fast break.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Carl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
Adams, right side. A 3-ball. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Outside, Towns. Some solid defense there from Jackson. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but thank you.
Brian, well asked to just
Drippy alley. I like it. I know what that means. So the Clippers win the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Now here's Bain. Pass to Brooks. Adams with the ball. Defended by Jackson. Releases. Adams, shot's good. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in game stretch.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
And Zubats no good on that one. Kicks it out to Jackson. George drives in. And it's Bain with the rebound.
And he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really effective.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Now here's Leonard going inside. Morris for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Sinks the tray.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
George passes to Jackson. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's George. Grizzlies with the rebound. On the wing, Bain, guarded by Morris. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And he can't get that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George against Bain. Nice shot by George.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
And here's Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
George against Bain. Now here's George. Tight defense on him. Pass to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Morris passes to Leonard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Memphis leading. Now here's Morant. He has 6. Outside for Brooks. Good. And the setup by Morant.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Jackson outside. Morris outside. Back to Jackson. Up top, Morris. Adams grabs the miss.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Leonard finds Jackson. Kicks it to George. From behind the arc. Jackson, pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Pass to Leonard. Tries again. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Morant. And stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Morris. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Morris has got 5 points.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
And Morant gets it to go.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Jackson attacking, kicks it to George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 5.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
From deep, Bain. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the drive. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Desmond Bain is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Adams in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Shot clock at 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Morant against Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. George left side. Jackson on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Jackson, pass to George. Morris down low. Jackson on him. Here's Zubac. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Brooks the pass to Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Jackson outside. The kick out to Morris. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. And stolen by Leonard. Jackson on the wing. Back to Zubac. Jackson finds Zubac. Here's Jackson. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Bain. No good on the triple. The Clippers trail. George, right side. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Leonard passes to George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 8 points.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
From deep, Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Payne. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. Another shot. Deflected. Leonard outside. Pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. Now here's George. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Payne with it. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:05 left in the second quarter. Morant finds Adams. Payne against George. Back to Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over George.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over. He blocks shots. He's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
Oh, the block just stops it cold and takes possession. Payne with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Morris. George against Jackson. Morris for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 3rd assist of the night.
I love how active Paul George is right now. He's sharing the ball. He's involving his teammates. He's stepping into this nice, comfortable leadership role here tonight.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. It's Powell on the wing. Offline with a 3. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all... After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the center position, locking down the middle.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Jones against Wall. Here's Powell. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff. Make it easy on yourself.
Jones against Wall. Jones' shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Out to Powell. There's the 3. And it's Tillman with a rebound.
Not sure how he finds himself with so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Wall against Jones. Wall, the pass to Powell. The kick out to Wall. glass on the layup.
And being that wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Here's Conchar. Outside Jones. Here's Aldama. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Conchar. Oh, great D that time from Powell. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter.
And Terrence Mann, after being a role player in his first couple of seasons, we're starting to see him get a larger chunk of duties for this team.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And Brent Terrence Mann has embraced the added responsibility.
He plays a great combination of the 2 and the 3 spot. I just love the confidence that Terrence Mann is building, becoming more of a scorer and becoming more of an attack threat. He came in as a pass-first guy. Now he doesn't pass too many of those opportunities up.
And there's the rejection.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Powell passes to Wall. Here's Covington. The jump hook. And it's Tillman with a rebound.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Pass to Conchar. Here's Aldama. On the wing, Green. Here's Aldama. And they pick up 2. And the Grizzlies lead by 10. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to Wall. Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And that one's good.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Memphis has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to Mann. Powell outside. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Powell with it. And Powell with the stuff.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Now Jones. Pass to Green. Back to Jones. Here's Aldama. Oh, Covington with a block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. .44 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And the basket by Tillman.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Powell right side. It's Covington on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Pass to Tillman. And here is Green. Outside Jones. And out of bounds. The Clippers will take it.
Substitution on the court.
George outside. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now? And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3, small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Dane against George. The kick out to Morris. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Morris. All sorts of time. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the middle. Here's Jackson. That one's good for 2. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
What a night for Jackson so far. This could be the level of play we see from him consistently in future seasons.
The kick out to Morris. Jackson on the wing. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 8 rebounds in the game. Jackson finds Bain. Jacks up a 3. That shot is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. It's George on the wing. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Pass to George. Now here's Zubats. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Morris. Back to Zubats. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
The officials were right on top of that one.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Memphis leading. And here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Jackson against Morant. Leonard on the wing. The 3 is up. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. George against Bain. Outside for Morant. Gets the 3 to fall. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Jackson finds George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. To the inside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Bain. From deep, Morant. The shot comes out.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Jackson, the pass to George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
Pass to Bain. Moran against Jackson. Back to Bain. Here's Jackson. One falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
George against Bain. George, no good. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Tried to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Jackson, pass to Zubats. Count it.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
The Grizzlies have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Outside Bain. And he lobs it up to the rim. Zubats with the steal. Here's George with the drive. A jam by George.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Jackson for 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Zubats. And it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Morant with it. Guarded now by Morse. Good on the bucket.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Pass to George. Three-pointer. Oh, he nails it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
He seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
11 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. It falls!
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory.
let's meet the Suns.
And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at point guard. Now here's Edwards. Driving to the basket. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the N1, yes, sir.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Now, here is George. And George with the stuff.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Edwards looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Gobert. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
George against Edwards. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. George with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Gobert with the defensive effort. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here's Zubats. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Morris inside, defended by Towns. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
The drive by Russell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Here's Leonard. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. George passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, the claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
Outside Edwards. There's Russell with the 3. And no good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. In the corner, George with it. Offline. With his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
Right side Towns. Out to Edwards. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Leonard against Russell. He goes up again. Outside for George. Here's Jackson, and it's sent back by Russell.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there.
To the paint. Here's Towns. Another shot. Fires the 3. That shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Jackson against Edwards. Here's Leonard, and he goes right over to D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
To the inside, stolen by Zubats. One-on-one here. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. Back to Morris. Stolen by McDaniels. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top, up by 4. And the second quarter will... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Outside Russell, just 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 4. Jackson dishes to Morris. Passes it to George. George double teamed. Jackson has the open look. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Morris. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Edwards, that's good.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Outside for George. Up top Morris. Back to George. Just 3 to shoot. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Deflects the pass. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
If Karl Anthony Towns carves space and is in the painted area, it's going to go in the basket. He's that good.
Outside for George. No good from outside.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Tanya talked to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
And George kicks to Morris. George looking around. Leonard on the wing for 3. Great tee that time from Edwards. Timberwolves trail. With the drive, that doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Zubac's in the post. Gobert on him. Leonard inside. McDaniels defending. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Here's Edwards, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Russell against Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Out to Morris. George against Edwards. No good there. Towns with the defensive effort. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
George against Edwards. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jackson passes to Morris. Back to Jackson. Right side, Leonard. Pass to Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And that's 11 points for Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard getting to his spots, and his hands are up, ready to catch and shoot. Nicely done.
And the first half is now in the books. Clippers, thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lu's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the small forward.
Many teams could use a multi-positions defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
Ball passes to man. Kicks it to Powell. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. No good. Timberwolves trail by 5. The tray. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
This guy's so clever at getting defenders to bite. Nicholas Batum draws the contact. What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Prince misses. Clippers leading by 7. Here's man. Powell, no one around him, buries the long-range jumper. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
Talking about Batum, that buyout doors seem to really rejuvenate him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to LA, and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused Nick.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Wall looking for an opening. Here's the 3. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 10. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Now here's Powell. Back to Wall. Launches it. Kicks it out to Covington. Off target with his three.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Outside, Covington. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's man, started by Prince. 5 on the clock. A shot by Batum, no good. Timberwolves trail by 8.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Wall, no luck. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. They fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Here's Powell, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You give this guy an opportunity. Norman Powell doesn't need a lot of encouragement. The defense a little late there, so he'll go to the charity stripe.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
The offensive rebound. Gobert. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Upside, Batum. And the pass to Powell. Back to Batum. The shake. And it's good on the layup. Batum's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Inside. Takes it out to Covington. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Covington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Out to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Edwards got 13.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Here's man. McDaniels defending. Covington's shot is off. Here's Edwards. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
They're just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. There's Jackson with the 3. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside Edwards. And the rejection by Zubac. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Timberwolves shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Russell inside. Jackson on him. Unable to get that one. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's George. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that's about strength from Paul George. You touch the paint, he will finish.
Edwards against George. Top of the key. It's stolen by Morris. It's stolen by Gobert. Now the dish to Edwards. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Leonard kicks to Morris. Outside for George. Shot clock at 5. Outside Leonard takes a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Morris passes to Leonard. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories right there about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And Edwards with the stop.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
It's stolen by Edwards. It's tipped. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Jackson up top. He's guarded by Russell. Outside Leonard. Outside for George. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Towns. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. George finds Jackson. Back to George. Now Morris. 1:44 left in the game. Nobody near George. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 13. Edwards with it. George picks him up. And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, the defensive instincts have always been so strong for Kawhi Leonard. Boy, good night, sir.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Towns against Morris. Back to Jackson. There's the triple. The shot will not fall. And Minnesota will come the other way. It's Russell with the drive. And he makes good on the layup. Russell's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Clippers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Now the Clippers with it. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside Jackson. Back to Leonard. On the wing, Morris. Defended by Towns. Outside for Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Russell. Minnesota with the rebound.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Outside Jackson. So the Clippers with the win. This was a very strong showing. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're expecting a shootout with this matchup, RJ. These are two teams that can score with the best of them.
Yeah, each side are going to have their hands full on defense. Look, both sides need to bring the intensity to try and disrupt the offensive flow any way they can.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the three.
Inside, Morant doesn't have an obvious advantage, but his moves, look, they'll get him to the bucket.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The Grizzlies making their last shot.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Great open look there.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Releases. Russell, that's good. Russell's gotten his second bucket on the night.
starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. So Bain will go to the free throw line. That one on Russell.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Now here's Edwards. And there's the drive. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
And he dumps it down.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Moran against Russell. Here's Bain. Good. And the setup by Moran. Bain's got 5 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Stolen by Russell. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Looking ferocious on the drive. You know, I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
And it's Moran off the drive. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Moran. Now Bain. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Brooks. Beyond the arc. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Bain against Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Fires the three. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Towns. Edwards got his second basket on the night. Russell against Morant. Brooks, the pass to Morant. There's Bain. Minnesota with a rebound. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Towns for three. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Towns against Jackson. From deep. The shot by Towns, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. And here's Morant outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Morant, the pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Tie game in Minnesota. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Bain against Edwards. That one. 3 for 4 now.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Outside Moran. And the layup is good off the glass.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Edwards against Bain. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Brooks against McDaniels. Pass to Bain. Brooks outside. Over to the left wing.
Minnesota foul. Jaden McDaniel. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Morant, the pass to Bain. They get the rebound. Here's Jackson. And another shot. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
I mean, if height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Morant, following the score by Minnesota. Drops in the layup for 2. Morant's got 6 points. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Outside Moran. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Russell.
Forget the long-range shots. John wants to challenge you down low. Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8. McDaniels from long range. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Memphis leading. Outside Bain. Jackson on the wing. Edwards against Bain. The layup misses. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Russell to pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Bain played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 10. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Here's Edwards. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
There's 48 seconds left in the second. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
46 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
They love what Jackson gives them defensively. Great instinct, size, and mobility.
Bain, the pass to Adams. Outside for Moran. Brooks against McDaniels. Outside Bain. Shot clock at 5. Up top, Jackson takes a 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And you've got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Russell against Bain. From deep, Moran. That one no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Grizzlies out in front, up by 4. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back. Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Desmond Bain.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has rolling at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Torian Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Tillman misses. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Good.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And here's Jones. And the layup is good. Jones has got his first points of the game.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Green for 3. And it's Noel with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And the basket is good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Outside for Green. Jacks up a 3. He's off on that one. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Left side Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Prince. For the lead. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled in keeping things very simple. Solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
So he gets them both. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Now Jones. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. The reverse. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Reed. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Williams is checked in for Memphis. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Noel. Another miss by Minnesota. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Jones in the post. Here's Conchar. The kick out to Williams. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the lay-in. Williams has gotten his first basket of the night. Well, the Timberwolves shooting has been great this game, 58%. Here's Noel. Here's Reed. Second chance shot. Anderson for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Left side, Williams. Buries it down low. Williams has got 4 points this quarter. RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot in the one spot?
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in a great situation with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving. And he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose it.
No argument here.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. Tries the spin move. And here's Reed. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Jones drives in.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
That's good from Jones. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Adams checked in for Tillman. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. Brooks, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Bain in for Conchar. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis leading. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Back to Jones. Now here's Bain. On the take. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And good whistle there.
And he drops the first.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain.
And Bain drops them both. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Grizzlies out in front, leading by a... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slip passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or 2 in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Moran finds Bain. Outside for Moran. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Oh, sensational! What a dunk!
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see.
Now, I know know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. And it's Morant missing. Minnesota in the lead. Left side, Edwards. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant against Russell. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so we can take it right back up.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told them he likes what he's seeing inside, saying, quote, stay on the attack. Getting to the rim is working for us right now. Attack until they stop us. And guys,
thanks for that, Allie. Bain against Russell. Pass to Towns. Wide open. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves. Outside Bain. Up top Morant, guarded by Russell. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
That one misses for Towns. And here's Minnesota now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Russell, the pass to Edwards. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the inside. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Back to Brooks. Adams with the ball. Russell covering. Brooks, right side. It's stolen. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
And it's Adams missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Russell against Jackson. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Russell, that's good.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
From deep, Bain. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Pulls it from the top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first. And that'll put him up by 9. And so he hits both. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Jackson, pass to Bain. And here's Morant. Over Russell. And it's Morant missing. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Bain. Edwards can't hit. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Pass to Adams. Out to the right wing. Bain, the pass to Adams. Back to Bain. Unloads. That one rolls around and rims out. And here's Minnesota now. To the wing, right side. Back to Daniels. Kept alive by Minnesota. Gobert. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're losing by 10. Just 4 seconds left in the final quarter. From deep, Bain. Counted from distance.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.